Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Kyle and Drew with your sneak peek at next week, episode number 666. For comics originally coming out September the 7th and September the 8th. But before Drew and I come out, talk about what's coming out in your local comic shops this coming week, Drew, we got anything else before we jump into what's coming out?
Well, because of our evil episode,
Evil 666.
We must talk about comics, devils, and demons. And first off, we have Shuma Gorath, whose first appearance was in Marvel Premiere number 5 in 1972. This is he is a major Doctor Strange foe, and was created by one of the greatest dark fiction writers in history, Robert E. Howard, the creator of Conan. Next we have, who's the other guy? Gosh, come on, dummy.
Mephisto confirmed.
Zarathos, whose first appearance was also in Marvel Spotlight number 5. And this guy was created by Roy Thomas, Gary Friedrich, and Mike Plug. He's not a well-known Marvel demon, but this foul entity was instrumental in the creation of one of Marvel's most famed horrific heroes. Zarathos was once a demon whose power rivaled that of the great Mephisto himself. We'll get to Mephisto.
Sorry, my apologies. Yet. I jumped the gun.
Not yet. How about at rank 11, we have Hot Stuff, the little devil from Harvey Comics, whose first appearance was Hot Stuff way back in 1957 and was created by Warren Kremer. And I think I had some Hot Stuff comics back in the day, maybe, floating around. At rank 10, we have Malabolgia. First appearance in Spawn.
Yep.
So there's another reason to get that first Spawn. So he was obviously a Todd McFarlane creation. At number 9, we have Danny Wormwood, whose first appearance was in the Chronicles of Wormwood, and this was created by Garth Ennis and Jason Burrows, a heck of a team. So I think I read one of those, but I'm not 100% sure that I did. At rank 8, we have Neron, whose first appearance was in Underworld Unleashed number 1 from 1995. And this devil was created by Mark Waid and Howard Porter, another great team. As a DC villain, and he brags that he was the serpent in the Garden of Eden and goes by other names, King of Hate, Lord of Lies. At rank 7, we have Dormammu, whose first appearance...
There we go.
Yeah, his first appearance was in Strange Tales number 126, way back in 1964, and Dormammu was created by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. And he rules over the Dark Dimension, another world made up of the unstoppable mindless ones. At rank 6, we have Son of Satan, whose first appearance was in Ghost Rider number 1 way back in 1973. And he was created by Gary Friedrich and Roy Thomas. I think he pops up now and again. And we've seen him. He was in the Defenders, I think. And
that sounds right.
Yeah, I think he showed up in even the Jessica Jones Netflix series.
Devils and demons were popular in the 70s. What was going on then?
Right. Rank 5, we have Trigon, whose first appearance was in the New Teen Titans number 2.
Raven's father.
Yeah, in 1981. He was created by Marv Wolfman and George Perez. At rank 4, we have Etrigan, whose first appearance is in The Demon number 1 from 1972. And I think I might have that one floating around. And this Etrigan was created by Jack Kirby.
Very cool.
Rank 3, your boy, Mephisto.
Mephisto.
Whose first appearance was in...
Who the internet has been just clamoring over for the past 9 months to a year.
Yeah. Yeah, ever since the first scene that had red in it what was the
in WandaVision.
In WandaVision, yeah, everybody was like, "Oh, it's Mephisto. It's Mephisto."
Yeah, Mephisto confirmed.
First appearance of Silver Silver Surfer number 3 back in 1968. Mephisto was created by Stan Lee and John Buscema. Rank 2, well, Lucifer.
If he's as you do,
he'd be pissed if he was the only that he's only number 2. His first appearance is in The Sandman number 4 from 1989. Got that one. Created by Neil Gaiman and Sam Keith. So it's a Vertigo title. And number 1, they're going to give it to Hellboy.
Whoa,
created by Mike Mignola, whose first appearance is in X-Men number 21. And we all know Hellboy. Now, this list is not probably complete. Is there a devil that we missed on this list? We borrowed this from the Den of
the little
Geek.
guy on top of the canned ham, but other than that, I can't think of anybody else.
It covers most of them. Now, also got
all this because we have 666 episodes.
All this because this is our devilish episode. We got a little bit of feedback from our good friend Eric Wolf, who says, just a little self-serving feedback. I'm going to go. Eric Wolf says, I'm just reading a letter in the back of Time Before Time number 4. Nice letter, Drew. That is a very compelling series. Yes, it was a wonderful surprise to see that my letter made the cut in Time Before Time number 4. So I'm in the back of that, and like the devils before we just discussed, I am now immortal. Will live on forever. But yeah, it's a fun series. I like Time Before Time a lot. I think this week we're going to tackle Image and previews. Is that correct?
Absolutely. We went through our friends at DC. Now we're going to jump over to Image for a bit.
And that's on page 40 in your print catalog, or no, 33 in your print catalog, 40 in your digital.
And number 1 in your hearts.
Number 1 in your hearts. And right off the bat, Kyle, we have something that just lights my fire. It's Newburn number 1, written by Chip Zdarsky and Nadia Shamas, and artist Jacob Phillips and Ziad Youssef Ayub. And it is a private detective crime and mystery noir book. And so that's my genre. It's got a Phillips attached, so it's got the Brubaker Phillips connection. Zdarsky's coming off of Stillwater, which is great. Jacob is coming off of That Texas Blood. So this is his dad works with Brubaker on all the great crime noir stuff as well. This is about a guy named Easton Newburn, who's a private detective without loyalties, investigating conflicts between rival crime factions while collecting enemies along the way. In this debut issue, a man is murdered after stealing from his own mafia family, but they aren't the only ones who ordered the hit. This is right up my alley, Kyle. Is it right up your alley at all?
That's pretty cool. They give us a whole 3 or 4 pages to dig through on this, so they really want us to get addicted to it. It's definitely something that's going to be worth jumping into. I'm curious how Zdarsky is going to write something serious. I don't see a whole lot of blood spatterings and murder, and our protagonist looks like a very gruff guy, so I'm wondering how he'll shoehorn anything in.
Well, like I say about these artists who turn writers, they're really good.
That's always been your take.
That's always been my take. Zdarsky's doing a pretty good job with Stillwater. I don't think there's any humor in that one.
Yeah, there's not.
So he's kind of got that down. This comes out November 3rd. It's 32 pages. It's only $3.99. Like you said, there's 3 or 4 pages here to take a look at. It looks really good to me.
Yeah, it looks quite good.
I'm all in and excited about this one.
Yep, 32 pages, $4. So strong work.
Strong work.
And we don't get to see what the Tula Lote cover is. I'm not sure what that one was.
Yeah.
Next, A Thing Called Truth of a 5-issue series from Iolanda Zanfardino.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a chaotic LGBTQ plus road trip, Drew. A workaholic scientist who wants to save the world and a woman who fears nothing but discovering her own destiny find themselves mixed up in a chaotic on-the-road adventure through Europe. Well, they manage to find a middle ground between their opposing ways of life, at least for long enough to complete their mission. And could this trip lead to an unexpected romance?
I'm guessing it does.
Yeah, it'd be really weird if they're like, we literally hate each other.
Yeah. So there's a lot of Elisa Romboli art in here, who's handling the art chores. Very solid looking book. I'll definitely check this one out, even though it's probably not. I'm not the target audience, but it looks pretty good, so I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, it looks like action, and it's again 5-issue series, so
yeah,
looks like they got one road trip story, and let's see how she rolls.
Then we have Girl Scouts.
Nah, I don't think you say it's Girl
Scouts. Stone Ghost #1. So I'm guessing this has already been out once, and this is a part of a universe, so this is another volume from that universe. We're doing Jim Mahfood doing the art and the writing chores.
With a dope. So there's only a cover A, and there's only 1 in 25 for covers.
That's crazy. Interesting choice, right?
Yeah.
So in for a penny, in for $1.50.
But the Peach Momoko cover makes me interested in reading the book. The cover A does not.
Yeah. Yeah. In the interior art, I don't know if that's my jam. What do you think?
There is a lot on every page.
Yeah.
And it honestly looks like I could probably draw this book.
It does. Yeah, it doesn't look super finished, and maybe it's an early look at some of the art, but it looks real sketchy. Sometimes I like that.
Like the 4th page they show me literally hurts my eyes.
Yeah, that's it. It's not fantastic, and not a fantastic choice to showcase what this can be. If this is all the art is, maybe you just don't put it in there.
Let's just be a surprise.
Yeah. In the long line of actors who think they can write comics, we have Phenom X #1 from John Leguizamo.
I'm going to go on a limb and say people need us to spell phenom here. PHENOMX.
How do you spell phenom?
I don't know if that's how you do it or not. It just looks very odd.
I think that's how it's spelled.
Is it?
I think. I don't know. I'd have to. I don't know. I'm not going to go out on a limb, but it is 48 pages, but it's $7. So.
Oh yeah, you're right.
A little high. And John Leguizamo, Aram Rappaport, and Joe Mizik doing the writing chores together with Chris Batista on art, and a Todd McFarlane cover B.
Yeah.
So for you Todd McFarlane completists, don't miss out on Phenom #1 cover B.
So John Leguizamo, who is the clown in the Spawn movie, goes back to his old boss and says, "Hey, I need a B cover."
Oh yeah, there's the connection.
There's the connection there.
Yeah.
But we have an ongoing, but it's $7.
Right.
So sorry, John, I'm not going to ever find out how your writing is.
Yeah. If you remember how much I used to, and probably still do, talk about 4 Kids Walk Into a Bank, how much I love
Matthew Rosenberg, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Matthew Rosenberg,
yeah.
Tyler Boss, working together, and I love that book. I love that team, the way they work together, and it launched Rosenberg. Didn't launch Tyler Boss. He's doing well, but he's not getting big 2 work like Rosenberg is.
Mm-hmm.
but they're back together, and with What's the Furthest Place from Here, #1. So it's that team of Rosenberg and Boss. With we get a Marcos Martin cover, Scotty Young cover, a Bendis cover, which is cool. A couple of Jenny Frizzens, including a 1 in 100 and a 1 in 75. It's a triple size first issue, and they only add $1. So $4.99 for a debut. 60 pages. Comes out November 10th. It's fantasy and science fiction, which sometimes is good and sometimes is not. It's post-apocalyptic. The world is ended.
You said all the right words.
Yeah. The world is ended. Isn't everything post-apocalyptic in that image?
I think so.
The world has ended. All that remains are gangs of children living among the ruins. But Sid believes there must be something more out there. When she disappears into the wastelands, her gang will risk everything to bring her home. A story about the things that matter most: your survival, your loved ones, and your record collection. So this is said to have the emotional heart of Sweet Tooth, Jeff Lemire's Sweet Tooth, but crashing into the chaos of Mad Max. That's not a bad combo.
You found the first real. This is my interest, right? I'm in for a cover A. I'm in for a cover B, and sure, Scotty, we'll go with your cover C as well.
I didn't, surprisingly, I did not. I usually love Marcos Martin. I didn't love the cover B.
Yeah, I don't either, but
I do love the Frizen, obviously, but I'm not going to be able to afford that one. But the Bendis is interesting. I don't know how many times he does covers.
And that is okay, they're not showing us the horror cover. Well, they are.
Is that E?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and then there's kind of a chaotic F, which is a map variant. And I do like maps. Not usually on covers, though. And, the interiors are fine. It's that Tyler Boss style with, cool.
I love it. But extra lines. Like the lining is very defined on Tyler Boss stuff.
Yeah, and he does, really interesting visual humor. Great, hilarious. Sometimes the sound effects are hilarious. There's usually some humor involved involving the art that the art adds to the humor, and also, but it's if you read For Kids in a Bank, you know what I'm talking about.
Scroll one page after the preview or after the interiors. This is also going to feature one of the vinyl offerings.
Oh.
And this is a book that mentioned vinyl in its solicit. So depending on deep discount and what kind of discount there is on this, I may jump for this, because if it's a post-apocalyptic, slightly vinyl-centric, I mean, just in the fact that they talk about their vinyl collections, you may have to, I can see this being something you have to have. And I'd rather reach for this than a 1 in 50.
And this genre is punk.
Exactly.
Which is you were a punk kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like punk bands. So, but I don't know. Are you familiar with Jawbreaker and Jets to Brazil?
Jawbreaker, I love Jawbreaker.
Okay, so this is the lead singer Blake Schwarzenbach, who's from that, and then somebody named Joyce Manor.
A rising star.
A rising punk star. I like that idea. If I'm gonna pay $5 for the comic, do I throw in an extra 10 to get the vinyl and the comic? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I may stay heck with that Scotty Young cover C, or maybe the cover B. Get 2 cover A's and a vinyl.
Oh, is it? Okay, so this is a different cover. If you get the vinyl, then you get a separate cover.
Correct.
Which is most likely going to be the rarest of the covers.
Correct. Well, I know that for like the DC vinyls, they limited them to like 2,500 to 3,000. So I'm not sure. They haven't said anything about the print run on these. They may be just print to order, but who knows?
I wouldn't think it'd be more than $2,000. I mean,
I wouldn't think so either.
I wouldn't think so. But okay, so can you play this record, or do you have to like
no,
keep it? You have to keep it sealed.
He's got. I mean, I'm sealing that beast, and I'm not a vinyl weirdo, anyways. So
you want it for its collectability.
Yeah. I'm not. I'll go on iTunes if I really want to hear the song.
So you're reselling it.
Yeah.
Down the road. I gotcha. Okay. Man, Image's got some cool stuff.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. Continuing with Inkblot 13, starting a new story arc. Emmett Kubert and Rusty Glad on that, of course. Radiant Black, 10 issues and rolling hard. Drew, you called it from the beginning, right?
No. And you know what? I flip-flopped the other way again. So
you now hate it again?
I don't hate it. It's just I've lost interest in it. And it's going in there's a lot of different color superheroes now. Mm-hmm. So, there's a pink and there's a black and there's a red and it's kind of reminiscent of something else, and I'm like, I don't know that I want to go down that road. And some of the decisions made in issue 3 I didn't love, and so it started great. I really enjoyed it, but now that I'm about done, I think
you're not even going to finish the arc.
I don't know. It depends on what happens when the next one comes out.
Now, Drew, it's a $4 book. Would you pay an extra $6 so your cover is blacklight?
I wouldn't, but I think that's cool.
I'm guessing this is going to be a rare cover because I cannot see anybody paying that.
Oh, really? I mean, what if it was a 1 in 25? Could you see people buying a 1 in 25 just regular?
Sure.
So what's the difference between a 1 in 25 and
because if you're ordering 25 of them, you're getting it for a regular price. You're jumping $6 for something that glows in the dark, which is free with books like with Geiger.
Nobody's getting it for a regular price besides the retailers.
Yeah, correct.
1 in 25. So
but as a retailer, it's not that big of a difficulty to just be like, oh, we got 25, let's snag one of them. With this, you're placing an additional order and be like, I think 10 people will want to pay extra for this book.
I don't know, man. I think this is an easier, less of a barrier to entry than a 1 in 25.
Interesting.
Or even a 1 in 10.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just depends. I mean, different LCSs charge different prices for 1 in 10s and 1 in 25s, I guess. So some make it easier and some make it harder. We have Redneck back with a new story arc launching called Texas Forever, issue 31. Kind of forgot about this book, to be honest.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The most shocking moment in Redneck history ever.
That's saying something.
Yep. So they are baiting us into buying this book because something big is going to happen.
Scumbag 11 launches a new story arc as well. Golden Brown Eye. Golden Brown Eye. Number 1, or part 1. This book is, I like Remender, but it's wacky. It is wacky and out there.
That's funny.
Kyle, look at the cover to Silver Coin number 6. Does that take you back?
Yeah. And Nailbiter is one of the pinball machine.
I would play a Nailbiter pinball machine.
Oh my goodness, yes.
That would be cool. Geiger gets an 80-page giant.
I thought Silver Coin was a limited series. Did they just continue it because it did well?
Yeah. I think after issue 1 or issue 3 pre-sales, they made the announcement that it was going to be an ongoing. I think. And
Gotcha.
I could be confusing that with something else where that happened too, where it was launched as a limited and then became something more. Which is why you never launch as a limited.
Yeah. There's
Just
no
lie
point in
to
it.
us. Lie to us like every comic company has done for years, and everything's an ongoing. It's going to run for 1,000 issues,
Until
and
it's
then
not.
and then lie to us. We don't mind. We're used to it. We get the Geiger 80-page giant. Kind of cool that we're getting an 80-page giant somewhere other than DC. That's pretty neat. I love this book so far, and this one touts a new first appearance by a character, Redcoat. So yet another first appearance in Geiger. This is going to be $8, Kyle, but you're getting 80 pages. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, this is kind of like an annual, so I'm fine with this kind of thing. And it's an existing title. So like my biggest thing is you want us to take a shot at your first iteration of your book, for $9, knowing nothing. No, sorry. But like this hypothetically has a fan base, and then they're giving you more for more.
And it's you don't have to. This is not like the next in the series. Like an annual, you don't have to get it.
But this also has a preview of Jeff Johns and Gary Frank's new upcoming series, Junkyard Joe. So your first appearances from that series are actually going to be in this.
Yeah. So it's a must buy, right?
Yes. Yeah.
$8 be damned. Get it anyway.
$8. Also, there are 5 covers.
Golly. If you're a completist and you got to get them all, that's going to cost you. Holy moly. But it
Geiger has a trade.
Yeah, it coincides with the trade, Volume 1 trade as well, collecting issues 1 through 6. So get your Geiger fix on. And if you missed out on it, it's really good. So it's worth reading. We got the Home trade paperback. I finished this. It was a fun story of immigrants with superpowers and ice on their tails. Really, really fun story, and it finished up nicely-ish, but also left plenty of room for more.
I was going to say, but set up for a sequel if need be.
Yeah. Post Americana collects issues 1 through 7. This was really good. Steve Scroce, I love his art style, and it was crazy and wild and wacky, as you can tell from the cover. Really good book. And
the only people here that understand Image is Geiger. Geiger is putting out 160 pages for $10. Home wants $17 for issues 1 through 5 and a guide. Sorry, dude. Post Americana, now where they're giving you 1 through 7, that's awesome. They're wanting $17. The point of Image is that $10 trade that you can pass around, man. You guys just aren't getting it.
Okay. I mean, here's my opinion on it. You can do a $10 trade if you got an ongoing, a $10 intro trade.
Okay,
but if this is a complete story, I don't think as a creator I would choose the $9.99 trade, because that's all I'm going to get. I'm not going to. I don't have another volume of that in me.
Yeah.
And plus it's 7 books in there.
So, yeah, in the case of Post Americana, it is 7.
Yeah.
But it's still the same 144 pages as everybody else.
True. But I get it. I mean, I think there's a difference between because I don't remember Walking Dead launching at $9.99 for its first volume. It later became a $9.99 trade. Saga might have. But
Saga's definitely a $10 trade because I've bought it 3 times
from the beginning.
Yeah,
from the beginning. But I don't think Walking Dead was, and it became an intro level trade, which is fine. But if you have a long ongoing, then you can make your money further down the tail. I don't blame guys that have shorter run books for not doing the $9.99 thing, because you're only going to make your money once. That's just me. So same point as Shadecraft. They're not doing the $9.99. And it might have a next volume.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And yeah, I can't wait to see how this looks at Netflix. This was a really great story. Just like, what was the one about No Gravity that they did together?
Oh crap. Yeah.
Skyward.
Yep.
And I can't wait to see Skyward in a different medium, and I can't wait to see this in a different medium as well.
But if you even like okay, so you have a different medium that this is going in. This is going to be a show. Don't you just want to cycle those people in for a $10 trade? It's super easy barrier to entry, and then you've got them on both fronts.
Again, but we haven't got another Skyward volume, so they had 3.
But you have people that possibly aren't really interested in comics at all. If you get them on,
Yeah. So you can
an actual deal. And I think you can sell and be like, hey, dude, just head on down and throw 10 at them, and you can read it. Okay. Whereas, hey, this is $17. No, sorry, no thanks.
Well, let's just say 50% markup. So it's a $10 trade. You got to give 50% to the retailer. You got to print out of your 5. So you and your team, in this case, there's 3. There's a 3-man team. You're going to pay $2 to print it, and you guys each get $1. So you each get $1 from each trade for 5 issues of your work. I can understand how that would be. I can understand how they'd want a little more than that for their efforts. And we're not talking. We don't even include like the payment you make to Image for being in previews, and that's $2,500. And I'm sure there's other ancillary costs as well. So I get it. I mean, from an end user, sure, I love the $9.99 trade, and it would be awesome if it was standardized. But I get why they balk it. They all don't do it because they all can't afford to do it.
It's just another reason why the 5-issue series is stupid.
Make it a 4-issue series so you can
just
keep it at $9.99.
Make it ongoing. Write more than one story.
Yeah. But then there's the diminishing returns from an issue 1 to an issue 5.
Money wise, yeah.
Well, sales wise,
yeah.
You're going to get down to, you're going to lose 20% per issue, and at some point you can't afford to print it anymore. So that's why you tell a story with a number 1 and 4 or 5 issues and if it doesn't catch fire and sell 30,000 copies in a month, you got to move on and try something else.
There are so many of these 4 and 5 issue series that I've read that are just there's nothing there. You don't even have enough time to get into characters.
Okay, well that's not the case with Shadecraft. It's really good. Give me an example.
I'm trying to think of it. I just know. I mean, even our good friend BKV with that Canadian story. What was it? Happy Few or whatever the heck it was.
Yeah, that was with Steve Scroce too.
With Steve Scroce as well.
Yeah.
There was all I remember is big robots, World War, and you never got into anything. You didn't scratch the surface. There was like 15 characters there that you've got nothing but their names. There was just. Yeah. I'm like, okay, there's no meat on this bone. We haven't actually gone anywhere with it.
And it sounds like I'm blaming us as comic consumers because we didn't support it enough. It didn't sell enough, so therefore they didn't write anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's part of that's true. I get it. If it's selling 2,000 copies, you can't afford to print it.
Even with like Millar, who's the king of the 4 issue,
One and
5
done.
issue series.
Yeah.
Like I want more from the time travelers. I want more from Huck.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, we
they told
never
us.
got a second volume of Huck, which was a bummer. We did get
Yeah.
a second Chrononauts, right?
Oh crap! Did we?
I
Well, that's
think
my
we
fault
did.
for not jumping back in then, because I wanted
I
more Chrononauts.
I think we got a second Chrononauts.
Yes, we did. I remember now. Yeah, okay.
But
But
there,
like that first issue, you're just like, all right, we're getting just one adventure of these people. Come on now.
yeah. And then the old guy, remember the old guy superhero that went to the other
Hmm.
planet and saved it? I can't remember what that one was
Yes.
called. I love that book. I could have read another one of those.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I get it. I want more, but the comic consumer as a whole didn't support it enough to get more.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get more Mech Avengers over at Marvel, even though that's selling like 5,000 copies.
Uh, I don't know. I'm not that big of a trade guy, so I don't know why it bothers me. I just really always liked that because like everything from, of course, I've passed around the first Saga trade to the point where, like I said, I've had to buy 3 of them because it's falling apart. Same thing with little one-off things. Like I've passed around Rat Queen's first trade like crazy,
Yeah.
and uh,
Southern
even things
Bastards.
like Mind Management and all the old
Yeah.
stuff. 'Cause
Did
it's a
did
$10 trade. It was just the
did
perfect
Southern
thing to do.
Bastards do the 9.99 or did they do the full price?
I think they did the 9.99, but I don't know for sure.
I don't think they did. I think that was one of the first ones that broke the mold.
That may, yeah.
And I remember us talking about that once. That's one that really bums me out that team hasn't been able to put aside their differences and get back to work on that. That's a bummer. But again, it could be sales. Maybe sales just petered out. We've got the 280 pages of Rat Queens Deluxe hardcover,
Speaking of Rat Queens.
collecting 11 through 20, and a Neon Static special and more bonus content for $40. That's not bad. I'm not a hardcover guy, but I see the appeal. I just don't have the shelf space.
Yeah, no doubt. 100%.
Stillwater gets another one. We're doing a science fiction double feature with a bunch of sci-fi trades, including Invisible Republic,
Black Science.
Black
Love
Science.
it.
I'm assuming number 1, volume 1 is $9.99 on that one. Fear Agent, Descender, Ascender, 7 to Eternity, Low, all kinds of good stuff. A lot of sci-fi trades going to be out.
Yep, and we're starting in the sky and we're ending in the ocean.
Adventure Man comes back around with issue 7. Never got into this one, Kyle. I don't know if you did or not.
I didn't. I mean, I understand the art, but it just kind of wasn't my thing.
Chew, I jumped off of. It's like the first time that a creator's social media persona drove me away from his book.
Oh wow!
I just usually I don't care, but this guy he was just such a weird dude, and he was always pretending to spoil like WandaVision and Loki, and he was like making fun of the Disney Plus shows, and I was like, you know what, you're a dick, and I'm done supporting your stuff.
Huh, interesting. It's awesome.
Deadly Class issue 49. I cannot believe we're going to get a 50. That's awesome.
That is pretty cool.
And we're just starting a new story arc.
I need more TV show. I need more Deadly Class TV show.
I'd like to kick the sci-fi executive's ass that decided to pull the trigger after one season of this. One well-crafted, top-notch looking season.
Such a good season.
And pull the trigger, and then we have 55 streaming services, and none of them saw the potential in this book
Yeah.
You guys are idiots. Idiots.
Yeah.
This deserves more seasons. We just didn't get far enough.
Yeah. And that J.G. Jones cover B is amazing looking.
Isn't it? That's so great. Deep Beyond is my favorite of the Mirka Andolfo books so far that I've read, and it's really good. I think I realized it was a 12 issue. Maybe I say this every time I see it, but it's really good, really cool. It really kind of changed direction a little bit and expanded its world, and is really fun. Also lends itself to different medium if you want. It'll be a fun one.
Department of Truth, man. Tinian he's just churning. He doesn't miss a beat.
Yeah, he's got a lot of ideas. I think he's going to regret the Substack decision, but probably not.
You mean he's going to get tired of rolling around in that pile of money?
I think he's going to have trouble selling books in enough quantity to justify their investment in him. But I hope I'm wrong. But yeah, I don't blame him. He
rolls around in the already given pile of money.
Yeah. He's already got.
What we heard was true. Yeah,
doesn't matter. Checked out Echo Lands. That first issue came out this week. It was good.
How was the wide format?
It was okay. My tablet wasn't great with it. But I was able to follow along pretty good. And it's my eyesight too, so I need it bigger, which is why I read a lot of digital comics. But art is fantastic. The layouts are pretty inventive. I really dug the character, Lady in Red, in there, and it was really a strong debut that made me at least want to read the next issue. So cool stuff.
And it's cool that like subsequent months, it looks like they're essentially they're calling the raw cut edition, but it's kind of like the director's cut stuff they're doing.
Yeah, so they're not going to color that, I'm guessing. And then they're talking about adding the translucent lettering. So if this is your only copy, you can at least read the book.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of interesting.
So if you are a big fan of J.H. Williams, that's probably the only reason to do these.
Yeah. Or if you want to compare and contrast, how do you go from raw pencils to what's it look like after it's colored, and what do you lose, what do you gain? That's
true.
Do you like that process type stuff? I can see that. Firepower continues to be cool. Cool single issue experience. I like the single. They add some back and forth between Kirkman and Samney conversations over each issue, and how the decisions were made, and what Kirkman wrote, and why Samney decided this, to draw it in a certain way. Sometimes they originally are written as like 2-3 page sequences, but Samney decides to go. He can tell that story with just one page or several panels because he's so freaking good. That's really cool. And like Samney will chime in on what he hates drawing Air Jordans on one of the characters. He's always bitching about that. So that really adds to it. So you get to read the story and then they reflect on it with a conversation, and that's kind of cool. So it is worth the single issue experience. I know a lot of people go to trades, but some of these they need they're worth it. They're worth reading in single issues. Frontiersman, I completely forgot about. Has it even come out yet?
I was just saying, I don't think it's hit yet. If it has, it just hit.
This is issue 3. Good Asian, I'm enjoying a lot. It's 7th issue. It looks like it's going to be a 10 issue series now. We didn't already know that. Did you check out Gunslinger Spawn, Kyle?
I did not, but it looks interesting.
Or is it out yet?
It's not out yet.
Yeah.
And
Is
I
it
didn't do
King
King
Spawn, the
Spawn
one
either.
that's
So
out?
King Spawn hit. I didn't check that out either. So
Yeah.
vampires, guns, and blood. So I mean, that's all pretty dope.
Yeah. If you look at Hell Cop #2 from Brian Haberlin, check out that cover C.
That Playboy cover, that's awesome.
It's a Playboy homage called Play Demon. It's pretty cool
Perfect
cover.
for our 666 episode.
It is perfect, yeah. Hell Cop, sponsored by Hell Cop. Jupiter's Legacy is halfway done, speaking to Mark Millar, with the 12-issue series. And this is the third of the trilogy, the third volume of the trilogy. And Mark Millar says that was always the plan, which I think is a total lie. But
if had the Netflix series been more popular, we'd have kept going.
Yeah. There's the King Spawn we were talking about. This issue 4. Another Mark Millar, Magic Order #2. Did I ask you if you read the first volume of that?
Uh-uh.
Did you? You didn't?
No, I did not.
I don't think I finished it either. Man-Eater's The Curse finishing up. I did read the first issue of this. I don't think I've read the second. Liked it. It's more of the same if you like the first volume. We're getting close. It feels like we're getting close to the end of Manifest Destiny. This is issue 47. So
we've almost hit the West Coast?
Oh, yeah. Only 2 issues left. So, yeah, we're almost to California.
Well, as I watch them with the picture stepping into the ocean on the cover.
Yeah. Scotty Young, The Me You Love in the Dark. Turns out that's a 5-issue miniseries.
That Nita Hawk's Nightmare blog, that cover B is that's a cool cover. That's like the
Saturday Evening Post, right?
Yep, exactly.
Cool. I like that. Ordinary Gods, another Kyle Higgins. Primordial, I don't remember that first issue. I don't know if it's out yet. A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance is in issue 2. We haven't seen that first issue yet. Second Chances, I did read the first issue of that.
This is the finale.
And this is the finale. It was kind of cool. I like the concept, where you get to start over and kind of disappear from the problems of your life and start over somewhere else. So basically like witness relocation.
Mm-hmm. Trigger Keaton, here's the finale as well.
Yeah, I've enjoyed that book a lot. I hope it does well enough to warrant another volume. Guess depending on how it finishes up.
Yeah.
Haven't looked at Sweet Paprika yet. I don't know if you checked that out. I was going to check it out just for the art, if nothing else.
Yeah. Good old Merca.
I know that Texas Blood is one that I'm loving, and this was a cool volume or story arc within the series. Like the first one was kind of present day, and in this volume that's finishing up is kind of him just reminiscing about a case from years ago before he was sheriff, when he was just a deputy, and it's kind of cool, kind of jumps back and forth, but it's still the same kind of noirish stuff. Love and Time Before Time, issue 7, looks still to be an ongoing. They haven't put the of number on there yet.
Yeah, not at all.
Two Moons, I kind of thought it finished up pretty well with its first volume, so I'm surprised to see another volume of this one starting up, but it left enough that it could be picked up and told again, but it did also finish well with its first volume.
Undiscovered Country finishing its third arc. Vinyl finishing up. And here we go, Walking Dead, Drew. We got your Governor's first appearance.
Oh, which one is that? 26?
27.
27.
And they're showing us the A, the B, the D. They're not showing us the C, the E, or the F.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I played along. I played along for the first 20 issues.
I mean, this is the last big first appearance issue. You're not going all in on 27?
No, I mean, that's not really. We still got Negan. We still got Princess.
That would be
still got
73 issues away.
Yeah, no. I think
you have Jesus before that, but
Jesus.
Yeah.
And then what are the three characters? That Eugene.
That was also 100, wasn't it?
No, that was way earlier.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Rosa, Eugene, and Yeah,
so you get those three.
But again, you got 50 between now and then. This was the last.
Yeah. So I pulled the ripcord.
Okay, just checking.
Your mileage may vary. I pulled
checking. That is a really cool Invincible blood splattered T-shirt, but I can't pay $37 for a T-shirt or $35 for a T-shirt.
Oh my god! That is high. It's just black. What do you?
Yeah.
That's the T-shirt. Is that much, or is that the hoodie?
That's the T. No. The T-shirt's only $5 more.
The hoodie's only $5 more.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's nuts.
Yeah. But that's like a T-shirt.
All right, a lot of stuff from Image. I really went down the weeds on that one, guys. Sorry about that. I read the most Image, so
yeah.
Next week we do Marvel. I won't have as much to say. Right?
It just is what it is, correct?
Yeah. Kyle, let's take a look at what hot comics are happening.
Hot comics now. You want to go comics heating up?
Comic Book Invest.
All right, let's head over to our good friends at CBS.
And you get to decide,
comicbookinvest.com.
because this is your segment. You decide 1 to 10, 10 to 1. I got a little grief about how dare I tell Kyle what to do.
That's right. And simply because of that fact, at rank number 10, Nocturna, number 1. We just got some word on, a secondary series on this, a TV show. Mildly increased in price from 15 to 20 up to 30 after Scott Snyder tweeted that it was going to be a TV show. This has been speculated on for quite a bit, but the confirmation is definitely what some people were waiting for to jump in. And at rank 9, Moon Knight number 1, the second print of the 1 in 25 variant. This one gets another giant sticker this week, but hey, it's harder to get Moon Knight variants, so people will always want them.
This is the one that Eric, when he filled in for you, was like, "What is this? What is this cover? This is terrible." He was not a fan of this one, and in retrospect, I should not have had my Moon Knight goggles on because it is not great.
Yeah. At rank 8, we have Marvel Action Origins number 3, the Agnes Garabowska 1 in 10 variant. And that is one of the IDW Marvel lots. So it's kind of the very all-agey versions of it. So we've got the very all-agey Spawn and the very all-agey Hulk. This is $20 to $25. Guess it's kind of cool to have Hulk and Venom on the cover, which we don't get a lot. But this is not really a great cover. But, I mean, the 1 in 10 wasn't enough to jump to 20 to 25, which we've talked about before. Some places you're not going to get it for less than 20. So, a little odd on that one. Nothing. I don't think there's any growth room or potential on that one. At rank 7, we have the Umbrella Academy Apocalypse Suite hardcover. Thank you, 1 per store. is going between $50 and $60. Could they not have found a different cover artist instead of reusing the #1 variant cover art for the one per store?
You got to pay those
hardcover.
people.
That's right. So we don't want to do that. We'll just use the same one.
You're giving it away. I don't blame them.
Yeah, it's true. There's no real incentive to not. But yeah, thank you, one per store hardcover on the Umbrella Academy. At rank 6, we have Monster Kill Squad #1. $20 to $30. Have a lot of questions this week. If Bad Idea was a failure and they are canceling everything, why are they still producing books? And why are they still getting 4 times those cover prices?
Because we're getting punked. We're getting punked by Bad Idea. They think they're clever, and they're gonna keep doing dumb, ridiculous things that don't make any sense.
Until we find out.
Until we get sick of it, and dump and just stay away from them, like I am.
But in the meantime, you're missing out on the profit.
Right. Which is not the first time that's happened. It won't be the last. And, hey, I hope there's people out there who love Bad Idea and everything they're doing. I mean, I played along at the beginning. I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on, so I got to go away.
There you go. At rank 5, we have America #12 from the 2018 series. This is a harder to find last issue. It was about $20 to $30, so it was definitely known about. Now it is $75 for a reason that we are not really clear on. The only question is, if a modern character can't keep a solo series past 12 issues, is that character actually hot? Which could be said the same for Moon Knight. At rank 4, we have Starslayer #2, and I can't even tell the publisher on this one, Drew. It was a $15 to $25 book, and graded we're going between $150 to $300 for a 9.8. Now we are $50 to $60 for a raw, and we're up to $200 on 9.6s and even more for 9.8s. The increase is on the heels of the news that The Rocketeer is being rebooted on Disney Plus. Honestly, if this is a hit, we'd be looking out for anything Dave Stevens. Not that you shouldn't have already been buying those covers.
Are you telling me that Rocketeer is in Starslayer?
Is he?
Or
yeah.
Is that what that means?
Or is it just Dave Stevens? I don't have enough information on this one here.
Is that called the Log of the Jolly Roger?
Yes. Yep.
What's the deal? 1985. Oh, it's First Comics, I think. Does that look like an F up in the corner?
Yeah, that looks like a first appearance and origin of the Rocketeer.
Gotcha. Boy.
Pacific Comics.
Pacific Comics. Oh, okay. But I think Starslayer's been in on a few different publishers then.
There you go. At rank 3, we have the Ultimate Fallout #4 facsimile edition.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marco Djurjevic variant, limited to 1,000 copies.
All I saw was Ultimate Fallout 4 facsimile and $75, and I was like, hell yeah! I got a stack of these, and I'm like, oh no, it's that one. Damn it!
It is now live. It is selling for around $75. The question: would you rather have this, or spend another $50 or $75 and get the second print, or buy 4 of these instead of one Le Mans? Is there a distinction between the two? Does the fact that it is the same cover art as the origin bother you at all? Darn facsimile editions. We're arguing over facsimiles now. That's crazy.
Right.
At rank 2, we have the Invincible Iron Man #7, the David Lopez variant. A 9.8 went for $1,100, which warms my heart. Yes, it has a long way to go to reach the heights of the $3,500 price tag of the #9 variant. But hopefully this price hike shows that collectors are beginning to realize that this is the book to have.
Yeah, they're really up on this soapbox of 7 over 9.
Yeah. And at rank 1, Stray Dogs Cover Gallery #1, the one per store variant. Between $100 and $125. Weird book that apparently isn't supposed to be out until next week. And is it also weird that a book with no story is going for so much? There isn't a story, right?
Yeah, it just covers from all the variants throughout. And, I guess this is another thank you to the stores.
Mm-hmm.
So, when they going to start thanking the podcasters? How about a one per podcast variant? Where the hell's that at?
That's a good idea.
We talk about your stuff every week.
All right, Drew, you want to jump over to the FOC now that we've seen some hot stuff?
Well, if you had done it 1 through 10, then you would know that there's still an honorable mention section.
I forgot about the honorable mentions.
But it's your call.
That's right. Let's check out the honorable mentions. Let's check out the Wheel of Time New Spring #1.
Wow.
Written by Chuck Dixon.
On Red Eagle Comics.
Yeah.
Wow.
Some YouTuber brought this title to our attention, and then this week a trailer for the Amazon Prime show dropped, and this shot to $30 for a raw copy.
Listen, I'm hearing this for the first time, seeing this comic for the very first time. No, this was not on my radar ever. That's interesting.
Yeah. Robert Jordan and Mike Miller.
Not Millar.
Not Millar. Miller.
Yeah.
And in our Cray Cray Comics, Amazing Mystery Funnies #1. Such a simple yet stunning cover. I was unaware that women wore booty shorts pre-World War II for some reason. A 7.5 sold for a whopping $12,000 this week, dwarfing the prior all-time high in any grade for this book, which was $9,800 for an 8.5 in 2017.
That's amazing. That is amazing. Pull up, grab the 10-cent comics when you're out and about. They're pretty.
You just never know.
You just never know. All right, Kyle, it's time to take a look at the FOC. And Eric's on vacation, so you should have your email in your inbox. He did do that while on vacation, but he didn't select anything for us, did he?
Right. And we remember we had 2 DC timelines last week, so there are no DC FOC options this week.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So we can just start right in Dark Horse.
And that Crime Illustrated is pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
From the EC Archives, but it's $50 for the hardcover.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Amazing Screw-On Head and Other Curious Objects is a trade that I missed out on as well.
Yeah.
There's a Children of the Plague one-shot. Is that an existing property, or is that just like a launch?
I think that's got to be an existing property we just don't know about.
Okay.
We have a Stranger Things book. The Stranger Things Tomb of Ibuen.
So this is probably an adventure between seasons, since some of the characters on the cover aren't around anymore.
Yep, and it looks like the cover B is a Goonies homage.
Oh, okay. Or Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones. Yeah, that's the other one I was thinking. Something neat there.
from IDW. I've got some Star Wars Adventure Ghost Vader's Castle #2. What's that rabbit called? What's its name? It's the Star Wars rabbit.
Oh, yeah. Jackson.
Oh, okay. Is he have any cachet?
No. He's been in quite a bit of stuff and never
Nobody
really
cares?
popped. Yeah.
And then on the regular Star Wars Adventures #10, is that Mace Windu on the left?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who's the bearded dude?
That would be our Darth, or I can't remember his name.
Stump the Kyle.
Yeah, I'm having some thinking issues this morning.
Yeah. Pretty lame Turtles cover. Just okay from Nishijima. Does usually work. And of course, we're not seeing the Eastman cover or TMNT 121. And that Transformers Shattered Glass gets its second issue.
Interesting covers on those.
Yeah. And we get down to Image. Any of those Department of Truths jump out at you?
Ooh, gotta check those out. We missed some good ones on those.
I kind of like the cover B with the movie slate on it, and the girl. That's kind of neat. I haven't seen that done before. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's all, and that's depicting them filming the moon landing.
Oh, I didn't catch that. Yeah, that's cool. So, yeah, take a look at that cover B.
B and C are good too. Yeah, B's a nice one. That one, I like that.
There's the Saga Trade box set that we talked about a little while ago.
Oh yeah.
That's where we found out that it's coming back.
Geiger #6, get its a second print, which gives us the first cover appearance of Junkyard Joe from Geiger, I think.
Where is this?
Under Geiger.
Oh, okay. That's the one the
print.
spinoff's going to happen, right? In that 80-page giant.
I believe so, yeah.
So this is the actual first appearance of that guy. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then this is, well, yeah, he's supposed to, I think his first appearance is in this issue 6, if I remember correctly. And then the second print gives him a running around on the cover here.
Gotcha. That Baron's cover for Spawn 322. He's good.
Looking cover. Yeah.
Good looking cover.
First appearance of the Disruptor. New villain here for Spawn.
Another new first appearance. That's cool.
Yeah. Looks like it for Image. And we're heading down into the Marvel stuff.
Yeah, I've got third issue of Amazing Fantasy with their gorgeous covers. Enjoying those. Black Cat #10. I've enjoyed this comic a lot. You could just grab any random issue, pretty much enjoy it for what it is. It's a good self-contained story and part of a larger whole. Dark Hawk #2 and Dark Hold Alpha #1, so no confusion there.
I was gonna say, a lot of darkness. Carnage 1, Inferno 1. So there's a lot of things jumping off at Marvel. Inferno is the culmination of Jonathan Hickman's X-Men. Begins here with Inferno. You big Hickman X-Man?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, Art Germ, cover B, click it now.
Where am I at? Which one?
Inferno #1.
Inferno #1. Oh, wow. Who's that?
That would be Mystique.
Man, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Okay, that's worth $6, right?
I think so.
Yeah, that's a good one. Holy
Yeah.
smokes. What is Inferno? What is going on here? What is this about?
This is Jonathan Hickman writing. The rulers of Krakoa have been playing a dangerous game with a dangerous woman, and they are about to see how badly that can burn them. Mastermind of the X-Men, Jonathan Hickman, brings his plans to a head, joined by an incredible lineup of artists, beginning with Valero Sheet, as one woman follows through on her promise to burn the nation of Krakoa to the ground.
Yeah, boy, they were going all out.
Yeah, a lot of these covers are really good. Even the Vega, the last
Oh
of them.
man. Yeah, the Silva homage is neat.
Mm-hmm.
There's tons of the decal. Who is that?
Yeah,
Who's on the decal cover? Do you know?
that looks like Emma Frost.
Man, that's nice too.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need to pay attention to that. Oh, God, I just hate paying $6.
Yeah.
But I mean, that art variant is nice. I wonder. Yeah, they'll give you a virgin variant of that for $250. I got to think about that one though. It's really, really nice. Would you get the decal too? Or
Man, all I want is that art.
just the art germ? The art germ's clearly in a way the better one. Didn't your mind?
And
Okay.
I do not like the Stormbreakers. That's not worth $25.
Okay, Kyle. It's Miles Morales time. We've got 3 covers to choose from, 2 of which we can see. Yet I can't figure out why some pop and some don't. So you tell me, is the one where it's him Stark up against a white background with his little shoes he's unlaced? That's my favorite. Or is it the one with him with Spider Gwen on
the Vespa? No,
on a Vespa. Okay.
Well, you can see the design variant for the new outfit here as the other one.
Yeah.
Those design variants are very popular, but I do not like this new outfit at all.
And there's a second printing for issue 2 of Moon Knight. I did not like issue 2 as much as I like issue 1. I'm hoping issue 3 is a little bounces back for me. But
did you call up Jed McKay and ask him?
No. He's
sorry.
I mean, I love Moon Knight, but I have a high bar as well, so I'm probably being hard on it. Kyle, what in the heck is on the action figure variant?
I am unaware of what obscure
what kind of is that?
Demon that is.
Varwaba? Never seen it. Don't know.
Yeah.
What ship is on the blueprint variant? Can you tell? It's like a U-shaped ship, it looks like. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that is one of the old ships from the earlier Republic stuff, similar to oh man, yeah. I've seen a couple like that before.
Stump the Kyle.
Yeah.
Why did we go to a second printing for Star Wars High Republic #8? And Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 3, just because of sales. Nothing.
Yeah, I think just because. Yeah. And Bounty Hunters. Marvel's pretty quick to churn out a second printing on some stuff.
Yeah, that's true. It doesn't take much, does it?
Yeah.
Where are we at to now? Dynamite. Boom. Everybody.
We're done. I was gonna say there's a couple artist writers and artisans, but there's not much there, and then we're into Boom for Something Is Killing the Children.
With its B cover doing anything for you, Kyle?
I clicked on the 1 in 25 first, and it's pretty good. It's all been great. And the B cover, not bad.
No, but it wasn't one that you said, if I would have seen it, I would have known that it's going to pop.
It's not like the bathtub one or anything like that. Those were dope.
Oops. 10 Years to Death one shot from Aftershock. Looks like a real pick-me-up.
Looks good. Shawshank Redemption meets The Sixth Sense.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Another Life is Strange volume. These must be doing well, or the video game community is propping this up.
Yeah.
Because this got to be 3rd or 4th volume on this, right?
Yeah, we keep getting several different iterations of this. People seem to like these characters.
So the Money Shot 15 cover B black bag variant, that's what the black bag looks like? So we don't know what the cover looks like?
I can't even find that one. Where is it at?
I am flopping back and forth between.
I was gonna say you're flying around here, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm popping back and forth between Previews World.
Oh, I see it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's just what the bag looks like.
Have we seen any of those pop? They've done those before, I think.
No, they've done those before, and nothing from the Money Shot. No, nothing's popped, unfortunately, for them.
Okay. Suicide Jockeys. Are they doing another cover B homage? That kind of looks familiar, but I don't recognize it instantly as a movie poster. Unborn number 1.
Oh yeah, the Death Race is cover B.
Oh, it's Death Race 3000, or the remake.
I think the original one, the old one.
Okay, cool. Unborn number 1 from Source Point Press. Frank Gogol and Eve Quintana. It's for fans of Alien and Power Rangers. So
who isn't?
Me.
Oh, also true. Me.
I'm not. I mean, I like aliens. I guess I'm half there. Willy's Wonderland prequel from American Mythology. I don't remember Willy's Wonderland, so I don't know if I want the prequel. And Zorro Flights number 1.
Yawn.
Yeah. All right. We better head over to cover price. Kyle, which one you want? Top 10, bottom 10?
I will take the top 10 items from coverprice.com. Starting at rank 10, we have Black Panther number 5 from 2009. And we've already talked about this multiple times, and we're still talking about it again. Because, of course, Shuri taking over the mantle of Black Panther. So right now, a 9.8 is up to $750, and we still have 26 copies moving on the secondary market. At rank 9, we have Ghost Rider 28. This is still in because of the Midnight Suns possibility for Disney Plus. This is the first full appearance of Ghost Rider in issue 31. Issue 28 is the market preferred one. But Midnight Suns' first full appearance is in 31, which I think we'll probably see later. Still moving 42 copies and a CGC 9.8 going for $350.
Wow.
There's Amazing Spider-Man 545, the Jujarevic. Man, I'm horrible with names today. From 2008.
Those are not easy names.
No, the recent Spider-Man No Way Home trailer led a lot of speculation that makes everyone forget spell, led many to story parallels seen in the One More Day and One Moment in Time storylines that circled around Peter Parker and Mary Jane making a deal with Mephisto, episode 666, to save Aunt May by sacrificing their marriage and erasing decades of continuity. The heavy speculation is centered around Doctor Strange as Mephisto in disguise, hence why this specific variant is also trending. It's in this issue where the deal with Mephisto was made, helping it sell 30 copies and having a seven-day trend going up almost 300% and $200 now for a CGC 9.8. So there's a lot of back-end speculation going on. And again, Mephisto is at the center of everything, just like he has been for the last 9 to 12 months in different things like this. But maybe we're finally right on this. And I completely forgot about the Mephisto being, or Doctor Strange in disguise being Mephisto. So that's pretty cool. But there's all kinds of speculation here. Amazing Spider-Man 638, continuing from number 8, the 636. The terms of the deal were in issue 545, and this one, a CGC 9.8, is now going for $345.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then at rank 6, we have
the non-variant
version. Yes, because we have, the Cube, and we have, erasing continuity and backstory, which we think is leading to this, and we have Doctor Strange, and there's a part where Mephisto, pretends to be Doctor Strange, so there's a lot of maybes here.
So anything One More Day and One Moment in Time story arcs are hot.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That's crazy. The Deal with the Devil story helped push the standard in it. Yeah, crazy. All right, Werewolf by Night #1 from 2020. Variety is reporting that Marvel Studios is searching for a Latino actor to lead its untitled Halloween special for Disney Plus. Variety has confirmed.
They better get
we talked about this. Yeah, no kidding. We talked about this Werewolf by Night Volume 3 #1 moving quite a bit. Now a 9.8 CGC is already up to $200 on this.
God, we laughed at this, right? This is taboo, right? We're like, could we really trust taboo?
Yeah, exactly. And at rank 4, Oblivion Song, the pink signature variant #1, a high roll sale of $275. Here we have at rank 3, Amazing Spider-Man 641. Not only is this a great negative cover, which collectors love right now, but it also features the conclusion of the One Moment in Time storyline where Doctor Strange casts a spell to make the world forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, much like the trailer. So technically, this is the one book that actually does have a direct story connection to the film. The reason it moved 48 copies and a raw sale is already hitting $68 on that. At rank 2, we have Spider-Man 544 from 2007. collectors went all in on this One More Day story parallel and picked up the full storyline, which starts here. 75 copies moving on the secondary market. CGC 9.8 going for $500.
It's crazy. I gotta dig through my Spidey long boxes. See what I've got. I don't even know.
Yeah, I was gonna say this could easily be in there as a run that we didn't think anybody cared about.
Yeah, just grabbing. I mean, I used to grab Spideys all the time. I love Spidey. So yeah, we'll see.
And at rank 1, Oblivion Song #1, now just the standard cover. Again, as noted, Oblivion Song was on fire last week and sold a massive 160 copies on the secondary market. And a high sale of $260 for a CGC 9.8, even though it was optioned shortly after it was released in 2018. All it needed was 2021 and Jake Gyllenhaal to make this book really move.
Amazing. At rank 11, we have Black Panther #4 because of the Shuri connection. Sold 20 copies and had a high sale of $48 for a raw. At rank 12, we have Amazing Spider-Man #337 from 1990. So first appearance of the Sinister Six. Already a pricey book. We're all selling for $1,000 plus, and graded books can get out of control when they hit the high grades. This sold 33 more copies and had a high sale of $75 for a CGC 9.8. New Avengers #7 from 2005. This is part of Marvel's Illuminati. First appearance in this issue is helping it move 39 copies with a 7-day trend of 122%. Had a high sale of $219 for a CGC 9.8. At number 14, Avengers Iron Man #1 from 2016. Riri is still super hot. This issue sold 33 copies and a high sale of $250 for a CGC 9.8. King Spawn #1, the 1 in 50. It sold 47 copies and had a high sale of $76 for a raw. Rank 16, we had Batman Urban Legends #6, the Tim Drake deal from last week. Had a high raw sale of $50. 33 more copies sold. And this story continues in issue 10, so we'll see if that one heats up as well. Ultimate Fallout #4 at rank 17. This is sold 21 more copies and a high sale of $26.55 for a CGC 9.8. Rank 18, we have Black Panther #3 from 2005. Sold 21 more copies, more Shuri. At a high sale of $25 for a raw. Rank 19, we have Spider-Man #1. Kyle, that's one of our favorites from way back in 2012.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is a rumor that Miles could show up in Far From Home, so crossing over with Peter. Sold 32 copies and had a high sale of $220 for a CGC 9.8. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Don't see raw sales. And rounding out the top 20, we have Invincible Iron Man #3 from 2017. More Riri stuff. Sold 21 copies and had a high sale of $56 for a raw.
I still have yet to dig in to see what all I have on this Invincible Iron Man front. I still gotta do that.
All right, Kyle, we've got some new releases, and we've got some DC this time. Anything in there that's hot?
So we're jumping into our sneak peek at next week, correct?
I love that.
Here.
Black Man is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Love the DC Conjuring B cover, the poster, movie poster thing. That's pretty neat. Or a VHS box, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of this stuff could be under-ordered because the FOC was shortened, right? Or no, Is that next week?
No, that's very different. I was gonna say, I think that's the next week or the week after even.
Oh, okay. I knew there was a doubled up FOC that's might cause some problems for people. We got a nice A and B of Nice House on the Lake.
I was gonna say, I'm just looking at that B cover, that fire covered B cover. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Looks a little like Starro from Suicide Squad movie.
There you go. A lot of really cool stuff here, but I don't know what's going to pop on this. Man, that Swamp Thing Matina there on 7 is really nice looking.
Oh, that is great. Yeah, I like that a lot. That's pretty awesome. Well, if it's not DC, maybe it's over at the preview site. Maybe we'll find something there.
Man, there's quite a few things here, but all right, let's head on over and see what we got here. Let's see what our image books are.
Yeah, we're going to give you a black and white Me You Love in the Dark #1 second printing. So that's kind of nice, along with the second issue.
Mm-hmm.
Moonshine #27 returns after a bit of a delay.
I was going to say, quite a delay.
Yeah, quite a delay. We've got a New Yorker homage cover for 6 sidekicks of Trigger Keaton, #4. For its cover B, that might be something.
There you go.
From Dark Horse, we have Last Flight Out. This is a new series. It's a 6-issue miniseries by Mark Guggenheim and Eduardo Fragata. And there's just 24 hours left to evacuate Earth. So that's kind of a cool concept.
Yeah, those look pretty cool.
And there's only one cover. Nothing to choose from there.
Gotta love that.
It looks a bit oversized, but maybe not. Maybe that's just standard.
We've got May's book #1 by your boy Jeff Lemire, doing the writing and art on that one.
Yeah.
I remember talking about this in the FOC about the lonely building inspector still grieving the loss of his puzzle-loving daughter receives a mysterious phone call one night from a girl claiming to be her, and she's trapped in the middle of a labyrinth.
Gotcha. And the cover B for May's book is like a, what is that, like a Pac-Man, not Pac-Man, but like a maze. It's a freaking maze, dummy. Yeah.
It's the labyrinth. It's the labyrinth we talked about, yes. Would you say it's an amazing cover?
I would say it is. Very nice. That's worth checking out, man. You just never know.
With Lemire, absolutely. It's going to be well written.
IDW gives us a Star Trek Mirror Wars #0 and not a great rendering of Boba Fett on the cover B for Star Wars Adventures #9.
Mostly foot based on that. It's not very odd.
Yeah. Is that Rob Liefeld by any chance?
Yeah.
Marvel gives us Avengers Tech On #2. And Conan reaches its 25th issue with a $5 book. Deadpool Black, White, and Blood hits its 2nd issue. And Daredevil gets 34. And I think Chip Zdarsky put to bed that he was leaving Daredevil, right? He's going to be around.
So. Yeah, he's going to continue to write that. Even though he's got a lot going on, he's going to do it. I actually really like that Daredevil 34 Liefeld covered. And there's a nice the Miles covers too. Pretty
Which
good
one
too.
is that? Which Daredevil is that? Is that the A?
No, beside the A, there's the Daredevil 34 Liefeld Deadpool cover.
Oh, it is nice.
Yeah. Extreme Carnage Toxin gets its start with a few variants as well.
And then we've got some Shang-Chi for some synergy with the movie.
Hey.
Go right out there and grab some off the rack, hopefully, right after you watch the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars Bounty Hunters, number 4 makes Boba Fett look real small, real short, doesn't it? Looks like a Wolverine Boba Fett.
That's funny.
I don't like that one either, but I do like the blueprint variant.
There you go.
With his ship and him on it. That could be something. That is.
Yeah, you've got him with his ship on there, and Bosk with his ship on the other issue, the Dr. A for 14 one.
Is that back up there? Did I miss it?
Yep.
Or is it Star Wars Dr. Aphra? Or is it just Dr. Aphra?
It's Star Wars Dr. Aphra.
Aphra.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because that's the Houndstooth with, because I remember the name of that ship. That's the Houndstooth with Bosk there, and then we have, of course, Slave One with Boba there. One does.
Well, which do you choose?
Why not both? And then you've got IG-88 with the action figure variant. And then you
An
have
embarrassment of riches.
Diva Lompop on the second printing of Bounty Hunters Jabba Hutt with the design variant.
I'm sorry, who?
Diva Lompop, the bounty hunter.
That's a bounty hunter?
Yes.
From the animated series?
From this new series that we're reading right now called War of the Bounty Hunters.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it's just out. All right.
So as far as collectability is concerned, if you're going for the design variant, we have Diva Lompop. If you're going for the action figures, IG-88 of course, another good character here. And then we have 2 design variants of the ships with both the Houndstooth and the Slave One there as well.
So take your checkbook.
Yeah. So there continues to be an embarrassment of Star Wars riches as far as cool, dope covers.
Yeah.
And Star Wars High Republic number 7, which turned out to be a pretty collectible issue, has a second print cover that's completely different than the first one.
Oh, that was collectible because of another first appearance?
Yeah, there was some first appearances in that one.
Man, they're not messing around.
Nope. They want all the monies.
Give them all the monies. Dynamite gives us some Army of Darkness 1979 with the new series launch out of the old
Ash
series.
is back, baby.
Yeah. And then some of our smaller publishers give us Bountiful Garden number 1 from Mad Cave Studios by Ivy Noel Weir and Kelly Williams. And this is a sci-fi space terraforming mission to a distant planet with a bunch of scientists. And I think, is Mad Cave one of those smaller studios that doesn't FOC?
I think so.
This might be a under-ordered book.
Bountiful Gardens.
We get Dancing with the Dragon number 1, a 4-issue miniseries from Scout by Rob McKinnon and Luca Casalanguida, about a limo driver on the run from the Triad Mob.
Gotcha. We have from Vault Comics Dead Box number 1 from Mark Russell. Welcome to the town of Lost, Turkey, where the main source of entertainment is a cursed DVD machine. Wahaha.
The old DVD machine that bothered you so much when they just called it that.
So, not Red Box, Dead Box.
Yes. For copyright reasons, I'm guessing.
Yes.
There's a Gold Digger coloring book from Antarctic Press. So I guess that adult coloring book is still a thing.
Yeah, it's still a trend. Yeah, absolutely.
Or that publisher is Antarctic Press is just catching up.
Mm-hmm.
The last book you ever read must have done well. It going to a second printing from Vault Comics, and its second issue is also out with a Hickman B cover.
Oh. From Behemoth Comics, we have 9 Stones, #1. Disturbing dreams shake all stare Jacoby's nights, but his daytime life is not much better. His father, the boss of a criminal organization, has decided that it's time for his son to gain experience in the underworld. So Alfie, who's 19, finds himself doing an internship in a convenience store run by the man who, under the cover of home deliveries, is selling drugs to the entire city.
And all those covers are pretty interchangeable and look exactly alike.
Yes. Give him swoopy hair, slightly emo look. Yeah. Okay, keep doing that.
Keep doing that. Look over there. Now look over here.
Yeah.
Not All Robots hits its second issue. That first issue did pretty well. So it's Mark Russell. You can understand why. The cover is pretty not a lot of detail on it. But keep an eye out for that book.
I really like the cover of Red Shift #2.
That's very good. I don't remember Red Shift #1 from Scout.
Yeah.
But this is a cool one. Playing golf
Strong
on the
work,
moon.
Brett and David McKee.
On Mars, right? I'm guessing.
I assume so. Yeah. Yeah.
From Aftershock, we have Search for Who, HU, from Steve Orlando and John Say. Great covered martial art looking cover. Pretty rad. And it's kind of like maybe a Roadhouse-y type feel where a guy comes back, has to protect his town.
Yeah.
Let's see how that goes. Can't go wrong with Roadhouse. Shepherd, the Path of Souls. This is from Scout, but under the Black Caravan imprint. This is about wandering in the seam. Professor Lawrence and his companions are wandering in the seam, a transitioning place between this world and whatever comes next. So like a purgatory, I guess.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting. Tons of stuff, Kyle.
Yeah, there's all kinds of interesting things to pick out here. But I'm only going to ask you for one, Drew. What is your pick of the week? What is the one book to make sure you snag up this coming week to put in your long box? Because it's going to be worth something.
I'm going to go with Last Flight Out from Dark Horse. This is the Mark Guggenheim book about the hopping on the Ark to get off of a dying planet. So I'm going to see if that one takes off.
I will give the caveat of buy everything Star Wars, and then I will say Search for Hugh as my pick from Aftershock Comics. Steve Orlando writing that.
So you did like that cover a lot.
Yeah, I really did. And the more I read about this list, the more I was like, this is dope.
So was I wrong? It's nothing like Roadhouse?
No, I don't know. I'm not familiar with the Roadhouses as much anymore.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Kyle. I'm sorry I failed you as an older brother.
Yeah, this is more about peace between families being broken and vengeance and yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm down.
So it seems very interesting, but I think it's worth a shot.
For sure.
Yeah. But we want to thank you for tagging along with Drew and myself through this sneak peek ass week. Sue, episode 666. You can find more information about Comics for Fun and Profit at our Patreon page. Find some sneaks, some some interviews, some behind the scenes stuff, part of the Slack channel, part of the giveaways, all that fun stuff. Head on over to Patreon and search Comics for Fun and Profit. We thank you so much for joining us for today. For Drew and for myself, see ya.